Jai Shri Mataji. Please bow down to the Shri Mataji. Raise your Kundalini and take the Bandhan. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, your Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti. Mother, please grant us the permission to do the meditation at your lotus feet and please bless us thoughtlessly. Now please keep our right hand towards Mother Earth. Our complete attention is on center of left palm. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my left channel and please balance my left side. Mother, please balance my left side. Now please keep our right hand on our lap and left hand towards the sky. Our complete attention is on center of right palm. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my right channel. And please balance my right side. Mother, please balance my right side. Now please keep our both the hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on central Muladhara chakra. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Sri Nirmal Ganesha. You are Sakshat Sri Kartikeya. Mother, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my Muladhara chakra and please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. Mother, please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us and please make me innocent like Sri Ganesha. Mother, please make me innocent like Sri Ganesha. Sri Ganesha Sakshat. ॐ तमेव साक्षात् श्रीगणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our stomach below the abdomen. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Mother, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Now please keep our right hand on our central Navi chakra. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Mother, please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Now slowly rotate our right palm clockwise 7 times on our Bhausagar chakra, on our stomach. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please awaken Guru principle within us. Mother, please awaken Guru principle within us. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our heart. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, I am only pure spirit. Mother, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this ego. I am only pure spirit. Mother, please come into my heart. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our neck. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Now please keep our right hand on our forehead. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, I have forgiven everyone, including myself. I have forgiven everyone. Please say 3 times Ksham. 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 Now please keep our right hand on our Sahasrara and slowly rotate our right palm clockwise 7 times on our Sahasrara. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, you are Sakshat Sri Sahasrara Swami. You are Sakshat Sri Adishakti. Mother, please awaken my Kundalini. Mother, please bless the thoughtless church. Now please keep our both the hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on center of both the palms and Sahasrara. Now we will listen lecture of Shri Mataji.
Thank God we don't have any organization. Thank God we don't have secretaries, assistant secretaries, under secretaries, by secretaries, upper secretaries, lower secretaries. We don't have any answer. Otherwise, even that would have been dominating the people. Then they would have fought that. So we don't have that problem. We don't have any money problem because we don't have all these nonsensical ideas. Have solved these problems by having no institutions, no positions. Everybody has position. But the greatest position is of your spirit, which you establish. The attention is not there, it's more ego-oriented. The whole stuff is ego-oriented. You can't fight ego with ego. You cannot. You can only fight ego or superego with spirit. How much do I dominate you? I absorb all your aggression also. And how much do I dominate you? If I have to correct you, I go forward and do it and tell you that I'm correcting you, whether you like it or not. And you see the result, it's all right. But if you have that capacity, do it. Then there is lacking in you that you cannot do that way. So be prepared not to at least spoil the show of Sahajayoga. One person is talking too much, all right, the others will say he is good for nothing, but another one is a sensible. But if you both are fighting, I don't. That doesn't show any wisdom or growth, isn't it? Does it? Those who think that by dominating in small things you are going to achieve anything are wrong. Actually, I've seen my grandchildren are realized souls. They're not bothered about these things. They don't do this. This kind of a fight they don't have. That where to keep these, what to do this, they don't have. Nothing. At the most, they might fight for a chocolate or something at the most. But in spiritual matters, they never fight. In spiritual matters, they never fight. That's the place one should not fight. One should not argue. That's the point not to be argued, because truth is one. What is there to argue? You have seen all these saints, you see, those who have talked about me. What do they say? Everybody says the same thing about me. There cannot be any fight between saints. Can there be? If the truth is one, how can there be fight? But because one is inadequate, another is dominating. Both must achieve that state. But the best is to be more dignified, more grown up, more patronizing. People will definitely take to you because you will become the leader. Arguments are not going to lead you anywhere. I can tell you this. No use arguing among yourself. If you have to argue with others, not among yourself. Otherwise, now, what else? What is the thing? Any other question? So, rationally, what it is. So, the immensity of this experience, the glory of your mother's coming, or the precious gift of your self-realization, nothing can be realized through your understanding. Try to think. What have you got? Can you measure it with your understanding? Can you understand what has happened? No, you cannot. Because rationality cannot give you the dimensions into which you have fallen. The rationality is actually broken up. There is no rationality left now anymore to even communicate as to what you have been seeking and where have you landed. So the only method you have got now, or only way is left to you for a drop which has become an ocean, is to dissolve more in the ocean so that you feel the ocean at least, and to communicate with other drops in such a way that you know the whole through all of them. So first is a complete devotion. It's very important. In this incarnation only, it is so very important because you have got realization. If you did not have realization, all right, murmuring souls, all right, half-baked people, all right, little bit misbehaving, all right. This can be forgiven, that can be forgiven. Everything is forgiven to look at it. Everybody thinks that mother is forgiving us. That's not the point. I am forgiving because of my own nature. But you do not take it for granted. You are harming yourself by accepting that forgiveness. If you all the time think, oh mother, you are so forgiving, please forgive me, you are already forgiven as it is. Once you call me mother, you are forgiven. But what's the advantage? You don't have any advantage of it. You are a loser. At this point, at least rationally, if you understand, then you will understand what is a devotion. So, in devotion of Sahajayoga, one has to realize that the things that are in Sahajayoga, that you have seen in Sahajayoga, are beyond your mind. First thing. Definitely, they are beyond human conception. So, at human level, you do not discuss them and you do not talk about them. But on the collective level, you can talk. And when you come to the collective level, then you have to understand that relationship with me is more established, better established, if you establish your relationships with others in a very collective and homogeneous way. As I told you, the drop becomes the ocean, and the drop has to become the ocean by dissolving all its dropness with other drops, and all the drops dropping their dropness become the ocean ultimately. So we'll see that devotion is double-wedged. One is to each other and one is to your mother. In Sahajayoga, whatever I see, you cannot see. This is proved or not to you people? Or you want more proofs? Now it is proved that mother sees much beyond us and whatever she sees happens. So anybody who tries to play tricks with mother is actually playing tricks with himself. Any tricks you try to play with me, or you think that mother is very forgiving, so she will forgive us, is really you are torturing yourself. It is detrimental. Many people are there who will say that it is my left swadhisthana. Some will say I was possessed, there was voodoo. Somebody will blame something else. Whatever you are blaming, actually who is asking you the explanation? It's only you asking yourself. You are not facing yourself. So the devotion to me means actually facing to yourself. You face yourself first of all and see for yourself what are you doing. You are your own enemy. Nobody is your enemy. Your mother is not, definitely. She is not your enemy by any chance. And no bhoots are your enemies in the way if you do not allow them, they can't be there. No evil person is your enemy because he cannot be effective if you are spiritually equipped. So you are your own enemy is decided. The only way to get rid of that enemy of yours, you have to dedicate. Supposing you say that I have faith in mother or in God. So you are holding on to something, isn't it? And you are discarding something. But this hold has to be very strong. Rationally, if you are at that time when you are sinking, will you rationalize whether I should hold the hand of this person who is saving is correct or not? No, your grip will be very strong. It will be extremely strong and you'll grip it with full force, with full faith that somehow or other save me. And that kind of a feeling should be within us, that I am a person who is sinking because of myself. And if I am to be saved, I have to be absolutely, completely submerged in search. Absolutely, I have to become one with it. Then only I can be saved. Because at this level, where you are realized souls of a higher level, now for a next jump, as I was saying to you, is devotion. Anything else has to be secondary under the circumstances. If it is primary and your attention is still on that, then you cannot have this second jump. First jump you have already done, you have got your realization. But from first jump to second jump, you worked hard, you have come to the second jump. In the second jump, you have to face it up. You should not feel disgusted with yourself, not dejected with yourself or nothing, but treat yourself as a separate entity. And dedication is actually turning back to yourself and looking forward towards the divine personality in you. Once there is divine personality in you, there's no problem of devotion. You just become one with it. You start enjoying it. But this rationality is the worst thing that plays tricks with you, which deviates you from understanding that whatever life you have led so far has been on a very material, gross life. You came out of it, you have grown out of it, you have come up. Now, to blossom, to become fragrant, you have to give up rationality. That's a binding. Try to avoid rationality. Try to avoid arguments. Try to avoid giving reasons. And even now, I find sometimes Sahajogis give an explanation of psychology. She might be insecure mother. This is typically somewhere read in the book because of insecurity somebody does that. Actually, now we have seen in Sahajayoga that most of the so-called insecure are the most aggressive people. They play tricks with others, spoil their lives, and enjoy it. They are the greatest sadists ever born. We have seen these people. She's insecure, and that's how they play tricks with us. Now, once you understand that you are not to play tricks with yourself, why do you want to play tricks with yourself? You have to be yourself, that's all. We should not be our own enemies, are we? So once you start facing yourself, you will like yourself. You won't feel disgusted, because that what yourself I'm talking about is glorious, is beautiful, is without any kalank on that, is absolutely detached. But first of all, your attention has to accept it, that this detachment is my life. I'm a different personality. Detachment is my nourishment. Detach yourself. One gentleman came to see me in my house. I had a very beautiful lamp and he liked it. I said, "You have it?" He was so amazed. See? Wife telephoned to me, "How could it be? How could you give away such a nice lamp?" I said, "What's that? Am I going to carry it with me when I die? Is it going to go with me?" Just see rationally. If he has liked it, better have it. I have so many lamps in the house. If he takes one, what does it matter? She said, "But you see, I asked my husband, will you give this lamp like this if you had to her?" I said, "No, I would not. I would not," he said. He was very honest. He said, "I would not." But still, I can't understand why not. So, till the last end, we are holding on to something very little there. This even a little bit is holding the sari. You know that. That can hold the whole sari. Even a little bit is attaching to the sari. The sari can be held back. The whole thing you can hold it with one little pin. All these small pins that are there, the hangs up, are to be denied, to be seen, going further. Look at yourself. Oh, that's Mr. Ego. All right, now recede. Let me see. How do you go back? To see all those things. You see, as a play, you should see yourself. And then play tricks with your ego and superego. Actually, they're playing tricks with you. Once you are a master, you play tricks with them. So many times said so many things, and they are again. Then after some time, people start talking about it. Within 1 or 2 months after that, it comes as a scientific proof or things like that. You have seen that many times it has happened. Now, when I say something, I'm sure about it. What I say, I never say anything but the truth. I know that I'm saying only the truth. But I do not go inside and find out whether it's the truth or not. I don't read a book to find out. I don't ask you. I have faith in myself, full faith in myself. Whatever I say is the truth. I know for definite that whatever I say comes out. But that's not your case. That's not your case, that whatever you say is the truth. So first you have to establish the state that whatever I say will be the truth. Now how do you do it?
अल्लाह के सामने जब जाओगे पूछेंगे बात गुन गुन गाए गुन गुन गाए गुन गुन गाए गुन गाए
Now please open your eyes, bow down to the Shri Mataji and take the bandhan.
गुण गुण गान गुण गुण गाए वे गुण गुण गान गुण गाए वे गुण गुण गान क्या बात अल्लाह
जय श्री माता जी।
अल्लाह